So I just wanted to show you guys a few cheap things that I have that I use, just to show you that you don't have to buy expensive things in order to be able to do homeschooling or math review with your kids. I have these addition cards from the dollar store, and right now one of my daughters is working on these. We decided to try them. She pulled them out, and I was like, why not try? Because she's learning to add blocks together. So we just pulled out the ones with 0 and with 1, because some of them are more complicated than that, like 9 plus 8. So the 0 and the 1's adding 1 to it. So we just talked about when you add 0 to something, you're not really adding any more to it, so you're still left with the original number. And if you're adding 1, you just go one number higher, as if you were counting one more. Then this was also from the dollar store. This is from a workbook, some kind of Mickey Mouse numbers workbook that they got for Christmas from the dollar store. So they can practice writing the digits, they can practice writing the words, they can use their marker to color over or circle. They can't read yet, so I just make it whatever I want it to be. Sometimes I tell them to circle because I don't like them coloring everything in all the time. It just gets messy with the markers. So here they had to circle the number 3s that they found. Here they have to do the sequencing. So, and we put these in page protectors just because I have more than one child that's using it. It just makes it easier for me, since that's what we use with our other materials. These I got for $1.25, I think, at Five Below. I had to dig through an entire bucket of them to find these. Now I use these in my middle school and high school classroom that I taught in, because I'm a language teacher. So these were really neat to use. This one has 0 to 12 on it, which was cool because in our language I was teaching, 0 to 12 were kind of the odd ones that we taught first, and then 13 made sense. Then we have this one that's 0 through 9, and this one has the 10s on it. So they would roll 89 and have to say 89 in my classroom. This one has 1 through 20, I believe, on it. And then two other things. I have these. Just a minute, sweetheart. I was working with my 3-year-old today on these. She would roll one, I would roll one, and we'd pretend like these are oranges or apples or bananas or poopy diapers that we have to change, and we would just see who had less or more and just compare with that. You can also take it a step further and say how many more or how many less, or are they the same? And then I printed this off. Oh, these were also from the dollar store. I think it was $1 for both of them together. And then I wanted to show this because I like this chart better than most. Most are 1 through 100. I like this because it's 0 to 99 because it actually makes sense with all your single digits at the top, and then you get into double digits, rather than 1 through 10 being at the top and then ending with a double digit. That didn't make sense to me. You can also wrap this kind of at an angle around a tube, or just, I can do this one-handed. But if you wrap it kind of at an angle this way, you can actually make it line up, if you cut it out, to where as they go around in a circle, they go from 9 to 10, 19 to 20, etc. And that was just an easy printable that I did. And I practice with them, and one of my daughters will go through and just say all the numbers. Sometimes they'll each have one, and I'll say a number, and they have to find it. So it's a lot of fun. We can do different things with this activity. So that was just the ink and the paper, because I found it online. And this is just more of those dice. So that is just, those are just a few examples of some cheap ideas, a couple bucks, of what you can do with children. I mean, and they're learning all the time. So you just compare. If I have 3 apples and you have 2 apples, how many do we have together? So it doesn't take a lot of money. You can find things. You can even, maybe you have some of these things laying around and you get them at a yard sale. That works too. Find what you can, use what you can, and feel confident.